Hi everyone, I'm Chago. I bet you're wondering what this is. It's a coin, just a big coin. It's got some importance to it. There's some, for Marines, I'm a Marine, it's got some significance. Now, say I'm at a bar or somewhere with a friend, another Marine, and at the end we get the bill, and it's time for somebody to pony up some cash. You take the coin out of your pocket and you slap it on the counter. We both do, and then whoever has the lowest rated coin has to pay for the drinks, has to pay for the food. Now, there's different kinds of coins. You could get one from the president, you can get one from the Commandant of the Marine Corps, you can get one from the Joint Chiefs of Staff, you can get one from the Secretary of the Navy, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, you name it, you can get it. So there's different levels. And the higher the level, the better your chances are you're not going to have to pay for anything, for any drinks. This one isn't very high rated, but it's from a unit that I belong to that's called the 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit. And that's the subject of my presentation today. Today I'm going to explain the meaning of what a Marine Expeditionary Unit is. Now, in order to find out what it is, in order to really explore it, you have to know what it is exactly, what its mission is, and some of the things that they've done in the past. Now, let me begin with what a Marine Expeditionary Unit is. A Marine Expeditionary Unit is a Marine Air Ground Task Force. Pretty much what the Marines, instead of being 174,000 like what the full Marine Corps is, it's compressed down into 2,000 or 2,200. That is. So it's a Marine Air Ground Task Force that can do air and ground type missions. Now, the MEU, which is what a Marine Expeditionary Unit is broken into different elements. There's 4 different elements. There's the command element, which provides command and control for everything, the operations, intelligence, all the different things that control the other different elements of the Marines. There's the air combat element, or the aircraft aviation combat element, which is a composite squadron made up of all the different kinds of aircraft in the Marine Corps. In this case, it's a medium helicopter squadron, but it's got big transport helicopters, combat helicopters, Harrier jets, the big jets, big planes that provide refueling capability and transport capability, along with all the support personnel and people that provide maintenance and stuff for the aircraft. There's the next is the ground combat element. Now, the ground combat element is referred to as a battalion landing team. The battalion landing team is a reinforced infantry battalion. I say reinforced because what it is, a regular infantry battalion is about 600 men usually. Now, a reinforced infantry battalion, a BLT, a battalion landing team, is about 1,200 men. That's because it's made up of a bunch of different other elements along with the infantry companies. There's tanks, amphibious assault vehicles, light armored vehicles, there's snipers, mortars, so a bunch of different ground combat elements. And all those are put together and made into one composite battalion landing team. So next is the service support group. That's the last element. And that one is made up of all the guys that provide all the beans, bullets, and band-aids. So anything from ammunition, food, and any sort of medical supplies, personnel, and equipment, things that are needed to run a MEU smoothly, to maintain it, to provide combat support. That's what the service support element is. All right, so now you know what a MEU is and how it's composed. Let me talk about what its mission is. Now, a Marine Expeditionary Unit is a forward-based combat element. It's on Navy ships, and there's 7 of them. 3 on the East Coast, 3 on the West Coast, and then 1 in Okinawa, Japan. The ones on the East Coast, they go on what's called MedPack. I'm sorry, not MedPack. MedFloat, so Mediterranean float. There's a MEU that goes on to the Atlantic, and then also to the Mediterranean. And then there's 3 on the West Coast that go to that float on the Western Pacific and also the Indian Ocean, and the Persian Gulf. So, but there's always one MEU from each coast deployed at one time. So as soon as one gets back, another one, as soon as the one comes back from a 6-month deployment, another one leaves from each coast. So there's always one coming back, one leaving, and then one preparing to go to be the next one deployed. So they're always, it's a cycle, it's a constant cycle. So their mission though, they have 18 different types of missions they have to qualify for. They have to be able to do, there's a guy with a clipboard with a bunch of check boxes, and he has to check that they're able to do 18 different things. Anywhere from direct action missions to search and rescue missions to clandestine operations, training foreign military, conducting, so I can keep on going and just give you a laundry list of 18 of them, but I'd rather just stick with those for now. From there, there's they can get tasked with a lot of different things, and they're able to do whatever the president needs. When they're out there, the U.S., it might need somebody to go do something. They're the ones that are called. So now you know what a MEU is, you know what their mission is, and now let me talk about what some of the things they've done in the past. Now, have any of you ever heard of, well, I mean, I'm sure you have. Do you remember the Philippines? The big hurricane that hit the Philippines? That was a big thing in the news. Well, some of the first people to go there and help out were Marines from the 31st MEU, the ones that are stationed in Okinawa, Japan. They went over there. They were the first ones there to provide water and food and medical treatment to all the, especially all the places that were able to be reached by land. There was helicopters from the MEU that were actually helping out and taking supplies and people to help out in those hard to reach areas. Same thing happened. They helped out with Hurricane Sandy too. There's a lot of different missions that they're capable of doing and that they've done in the past. There's one, they actually made a movie of an event that happened in the 80s where an embassy in Africa was being taken over, that was being assaulted, and there were a bunch of Africans that were trying to get through the walls and they were trying to kill the American people. And MEU helicopters came in with infantry Marines and they rescued the American citizens, pulled them out of there. More recently though, there's Marines from the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit. They went and rescued American citizens from Somali pirates in somewhere off the coast of Somalia, or somewhere off the coast of Africa, that is. And that hasn't happened. A mission like that hasn't happened in more than 100 years. So that just happened recently. So there's, again, I can go on and give you more and more things that they've done, but I think that it's best to just stick with those few for now. Now, today we examine what a MEU is, what their mission is, and some of the things they've done in the past. It's important to remember that without a Marine Expeditionary Unit, the President wouldn't be able to do some of the things he's able to do, wouldn't be able to have a forward presence out in the world. So if something happens and he needs somebody to act, he picks up the phone. It's like America's 911 force, the MEU is. They're like the police and the fire department. When the President needs something done, he picks up the phone, he calls America's 911 force, the 11th MEU or the 13th MEU or whatever, the Marine Expeditionary Unit. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Let me show everybody. Okay, show everybody. There's my mom. There's how many people? Come on, Jessica, show everybody.
I am mom.
Just there we go. There's 4 people, and then 5. That's my mom on the cell phone. How's it? Thank you very much.